All right, so we've never started a video like this before, but we never started an intro the way we did either. So, par for the course. No, that's not the right saying, but you get it. I watched this the other day, and I'm sure the kid bleeped it out, but I was very mad when I went and got it from up at the house when I swapped out for the Tundra because of pollen. And then I remembered what Brian had, one of these guys, the original California car duster. You see it.
I don't see nothing.
Are you serious? You ready? Watch.
Every freaking
Here.
What?
See that? Yeah, you can see it. So it's the OG, triple OG right there. I had one, and I ended up throwing it out because it was really like, it's got mold growing on it because it's about 10, 15 years old and left in a dirty garage. Jay, God bless him, he's like, you know, you can just wash it. But I had 14 bucks, so I just bought a new one. At the old Walmart, and some people call it the California car scratcher. That's not true, because it's, look at that. Oh, look at people like seen on TV. Forget about it, right? Huh? This guy. This comes right off of that guy.
I kind of had it on an angle, but it's very hard to see anything on here.
Well, it's a green truck. Hey, look at the roof. Can you see it all?
I'm short. I don't know.
The roof was the worst part. You just knock it right off of there. She's nice and shined up now.
What is it? The more you use it, the better it works.
That's what they say. It still says it on here. Yeah, it says the more you use it, the dirtier it gets, the better it works. Which seems like a terrible business model, because then you're going to buy, like Jay bought one in 1989 and has never bought another one. And I'm only on number 2. But for a lot of years, I didn't have cars that would shine at all. So that kind of just, this is why I don't like cars that shine, because I do this stuff instead of driving them. This is a problem. I'm aware. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So our plan here is we kind of have one. Megan's not wearing a microphone.
Nope.
So you probably didn't hear her just say no. She also cursed at me. But I don't know why. Andrew gave me these nice, super, super sweet, the Rode. Guys, now I can't even blame it on sounding like I'm underwater on the microphone. It's just that I mumble. But he gave it to me for my birthday, and I appreciate it. But that has nothing to do with where we're going. So, just got home from stupid work, that kind of. And now, they got a weekly little cruise thing down at the Arby's, which I've brought you guys to before. So, we're going to check that out on our way to trivia that we pretty much just dominate in. Oh, come on.
We're the reigning champs.
Forget about it. Look at it. Look at it.
Okay, well, yeah, we can actually see it on there. Okay.
Well, I was cleaning green pollen off a green truck before. I don't know what you do with it. You shake it off? What?
I wasn't recording any of your shame.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about. So, I was very aggravated because I watched this. It was about an hour, well, a couple hours later. It was all jacked up. So, I went for a $14 investment. I'm happy with it. If it did scratch it, it's a 94 shit box, so it's not a huge deal. I just been polishing this turd. Kind of my specialty. And I love it, so I don't give a crap. So make it look decent. We're gonna stop at the car show. I think it was John from Out of Order Garage. He records this every week. He's over there. He's a guy in the funny hat, and everybody knows him. He's got a G6, no, sorry, G8, and a Mustang Cobra he brings. And I'm sure we'll see one of those over there, because he'll be there. And if he's not, there's something wrong in the universe. So. And then on to the social to defend our championship and dominate once again. Am I missing anything, Megan? See, it's pure cinematic gold she's talking about right now, but you can't hear her because she doesn't have a microphone on. Real nice.
Is your sticker cut?
Yeah, they cut it so you can't reuse it. That's how you know it's authentic.
Or you just put it on that side yourself?
Listen here, lady. It's not what happened. And DUN done. It's just staying in there. Look at that.
Okay. See you.
All right, we'll catch you on the road. You recording?
Yep.
All right. So give it a little scan. That's we're not going to record because the G8 that's parked right next to us, that belongs to Out of Order Garage. I'm gonna have the kid put a little thing up there, and we'll come around this. We'll go around. It's all good. And nothing to see here. It's fine. It's fine. If you want to see what cars are all here in depth, go check him out. He records this every Wednesday and has it out usually Wednesday night or Thursday morning. You can see our truck on here this week. Got a power core car there? I was looking at the Nova. Megan's like digging the paint on the square body here. So that's it, guys. That's our car show for today. And we're going to trivia, and we're going to make sure the beer is cold over there. Megan's going to get her favorite sandwich.
It's the best sandwich in the world.
And we'll come back. We're in the shop, and we're doing a little maintenance on this guy. I saw an oil spot on the floor. I'm hoping it's not for this one. But I did kind of, as old Wade would say, I kind of gave her the nuts on the way home. So there's a chance that we sprung a leak somewhere. Check the level. It's fine. But we got some maintenance to do on it. And we'll talk to you when we get back to the shop. And cut. Beautiful day here, guys. And we're getting back in the shop because, well, let's just say we spent the day out in the yard yesterday doing all that homeowner stuff, and there's about a 97% chance that I got poison sumac again. So, yeah, we're gonna stay away from that stuff. Coat ourselves with some kind of prescription stuff. We should be fine. Should be fine. Only on the one arm, guys, so I think we'll be good. If not, well, always thought we would have been, right? So, nice little car show the other day. That was Wednesday. I went and watched Out of Order's video, and me and Megan were famous. We're both on there. And so is this guy. So that was good. Then, well, VFW cleanup, poison sumac attack, and now we need an oil change. I took this to the VFW yesterday, and there was no drip under it. It sat from I came home from work on Friday till Saturday morning, so maybe that fixed itself. Guys, this guy already did that with the fuel problem, which we're gonna delve into as well. But first thing we're gonna do, check the oil, check for that leak, and guess we'll throw her up on jacks a little bit. Look through the front end. I got a brand new grease gun. We went to Harbor Freight, so that's how you know it's good. So we're gonna grease the front end, and like I said, there's a little rat on there. We're gonna check that out. So just regular maintenance, but you keep up on the regular maintenance. You don't gotta redo the whole thing like we did over this past year. There you go, a little tip. Well, just nothing to it but to do it. Look at that beast, huh? Okay, look, everything seems to be in order under here. Let's go ahead and we'll check the fluids before we start and go from there. The old engine oil. Well, she's a little low. She's a little low. Just she's still in the safe zone, but oh, we got 3,000 miles on it. A whole bunch of highway hauling, and apparently a little bit of a drip, but she's right above the ad mark, so not too bad. Make a little mess there, huh? All right, very good. Let's go underneath this thing and see if there's any remnants of a leak. Before we do that, though, while we're in here, right? Perfect and super clean. We swapped all that out about 3,000 miles ago, so new filter, all that. That's good to go. So we got over here for power steering. I know Kevin was worried about that. Let's take us a little look-see. Shed a little light on this subject. And, we checked it on the road, and it's still perfect. Right there in the full cold mark there. So, all that's looking good. Let's now we'll check for a leak. Right, we're in the truck. Before I jacked it up, wanted to see if we saw anything. I see one drop right there. So, yeah, I don't think it's too big a deal, but we'll jack this thing up, get underneath it, and see if we can snug something down or something like that. Yeah, we'll take care of that. All right, guys, underneath the truck, that's probably pretty obvious, but looks like we pinpointed the leak. It seems to be that drain plug might have came a little loose or something. It's wet around it. It's got a drip right behind it. I followed back behind there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's all dry up there. So the rear main is dry. I was kind of wondering if it was seeping down, but kind of just seems to be going like that way as we're cruising along. So we're gonna try to put a socket on it and see if that works. Before we drain everything, let's find the problem. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a little snug on this, and that fixes the issue. What do you think? Yeah, I think that was just the problem. Just a quarter of a turn loose. So now we know that was the problem. At least that's what I'm calling it. We'll finish up this oil change. Oh, hey, and before you guys think I was like wrenching on that, see how easy that came off? Yeah. I was not cranking that thing. I barely put anything on it. So I know my reputation might say otherwise. Usually I don't spin right now, but yeah. That's not how it went down. I'm trying not to make a mess. Tundra got me a little worried about that. There's nothing in the way. Why are you worried, Chaz? I don't know. I just don't know. Here's the oil plug. It's got a little plastic washer, if you can see that little guy. It's got a little stopper, so it just can't come off. That's pretty sweet. But, doesn't sound plastic. No, it's just a regular washer. All right, we're going to let that drain the rest of the way, and I'm going to show you why I'm an idiot. I said this had a little stopper on it, right? And that's why you don't work in the shadows, guys. It's an O-ring. It's a very worn out O-ring, and I'm thinking it's all the way down here because if you notice I couldn't get it out by hand. The plug was kind of in there. I think this was kind of stuck in there or something, and kind of, yeah. It's obviously got wrapped around some of the threads. You can see it's literally coming apart, right? You can see right there, all these parts. It's dry, getting a little brittle, and Got some chunks taken out of it. Maybe that's another reason it was leaking. Maybe this started coming apart and that's why that thing felt loose, because I usually tighten them up pretty well. So we got this washer here and this regular old plug. There's no stopper. I'm going to toss that out because, guys, when I worked in a hydraulic shop about 100 years ago on board the mighty USS Tarawa, there was a sign we had up in the shop. O-rings don't stay around forever. You get it? So Megan the kid hooked me up Christmas time. I'm actually going to break the seal on this guy and take care of this problem. Pretty nice little kit they got me. Got everything I need, and you can tell looks like they're matched up pretty well here, except for the fact that this one is actually round and this one is garbage. So we'll install this guy on the plug, and oh, look at that. She fits right on there. Real nice like. I probably should have put the washer on first. All right. I'll fix that and we'll get after it. Crisis averted. We use the right tool for the right job and got this all installed correctly. You know, to stack up the way it's supposed to be. And you might notice a little sheen about the whole thing there. It's because take a little bit of oil and you don't ever want to put these O-rings or any seal like that in dry, especially because this is going to go in like this. You're going to want it to kind of slide. We'll do the same thing when we do this little fella right here and put a little coat of oil on the top seal for that. It makes it slide in like real nice like and, you know, seat properly. That's kind of what you want. All right, guys, back under the truck. Obviously, we got the old filter out. We got the new one put in. Drain plug put in. Everything's real nice like. Before we fill everything up, we're going to take care of a couple of the things that we want to check out underneath this truck. So we want to do a full grease job on this front end, but before we do that, we heard a rattle. It first heard it in Myrtle. I think I mentioned a couple times after that. I don't think this is the problem, but I just want to show you something. Look at that. Can you see it? Those bushings are about a year old. They got 4,000 miles on them. Most of the time in that year, it's been sitting in this shop. And they're already cracked and coming apart. They're still in there solid, so I don't think that's a noise, but man, these new people need to take pride in their work again. You know what I'm saying? And I got to go charge this flashlight. We mentioned earlier that we cruised by the old Harbor Freight, and of course we took the OBS because, you know, why wouldn't you? We scooped up a grease gun. We got some grease. Just take my word for it. It's in there. And we got a jack. Because I figured we finally got a spare tire. Might as well have a jack on board. And I'm really tired of carrying that floor jack in the bed. So I think this guy might need a little bit of assembly. And then we'll knock out this grease job. I was reading the instructions, guys. I'm trying to do the right thing. Basically, we're just putting the hose and the fitting on. But they are not playing when it comes to these safety instructions. Have a doctor check all injection injuries immediately, even if they don't look bad, right? Not apply grease to an operating machine. Do not force grease into plug fitting. All these kind of things, right? Stay alert. Maintain tools with care. That's solid. Maintain a firm grip on the tool with both hands. Man, they want to make sure you don't get hurt, all right? And keep away from children. That's a solid, you know. Keep work area clean. Yeah, I think we're following most of them, guys. So, yeah, they want to make sure they don't get sued. Holt injuries, lawsuit free for I have no idea how long. All right, maybe I should actually do some work. All right, got the old cover off here. See how this guy works. It's an awful lot of grease. Well, maybe it was there grease after assembly. That's possible. Huh. I should have done this a while ago, huh? This thing is really on it. Are you serious, Sharon? Well, it's taking grease, and man, that thing seals on there. All right. Guess we'll keep getting after it. There you go. That's getting a little harder now. Moving on to the next. Yeah, I'm about to show you some things, and yeah, you're probably not going to believe it. When I last left you, we were going to just move along with the rest of the grease job. So, shouldn't require all these tools. They should just require that one, this little fella right there. But if you notice, the tip is missing. That's because she's over here. Oh, we got a mallet involved too. Another screwdriver, the vise, and this guy. For some reason, I think I told you the first one, it bit on pretty good. It would not come, everything I had, guys. And I'm not a little guy. So, yeah. I had to take it off and put it in the vise and use this and that. And what's off, I just don't know if this is ridiculous or if this sucks. Is it a combination situation going on? I don't know. But good news. When Megan and the kid got me all this stuff, we got some fittings. So we're going to give that a shot. I feel as if this shouldn't have to be done, but it's got to be done. So there it is. So we'll try that, and I'll let you know how this goes. All right, guys, I think we figured out the issue, and it's this tip is stupid tight. I mean, wow. So luckily, Jimbo hooked us up, gave us this guy right here. And I don't have the small cartridges for it, so I couldn't use it. But this is interchangeable. We put it on here, and we knocked out the rest of the grease job. And we figured that out by trying to put this guy in here, and it was the same thing. It got stuck like crazy. So we tried it in this one. It was good to go. So, Jimbo, you bailed us out. Appreciate it. And yeah, we actually got something accomplished. And fun fact, guys, we should have had that accomplished, like, I don't know, about the time we figured out that, you know, I gave Nick a hard time, right? He installed the cotter pins without torquing anything down on the front end, and I didn't touch anything, brought it for inspection, and guys, the front end was not even finger tight at best, you know? So, at that point, I probably should have put a grease gun on all the fittings. Didn't do that. Guys, they were all completely dry. 100% my fault. These things happen. They took a bunch of grease. Everything seemed to tighten up really good. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. This whole front end was brand new. The only thing that's not new is the idler arm. And now I'm sitting here saying to myself, why did I not change that? But there's no play in it, and it just took very little grease, so I'm thinking it's fine. I'm also starting to think that could have been the rattle I heard in the front end. Maybe just a little bit of play from not having grease in there. But I found something else loose underneath there. I'm going to show you guys what it is, and it's going to be one of the two, I hope. It wasn't a terrible rattle. It was only like going over like railroad tracks or a bunch of potholes. Like when the front end does this, I'd hear a little just enough that I don't think a brand new front end should be doing that. So yeah, I'll show you the other possibility. We're going to get a little parts on order for that. See how that goes. All right, guys, see we're under the truck again. You should be pretty familiar with this by now. take you back to this cross member. Here's a brake line that comes across. See this little guy here should be there. It's nothing there. And what's crazy, it's broken the exact same way, guys, on the other side here. So that could have been it. Needs to be fixed either way before we rub holes through this here. So I got to order this clip right there, and yeah, that should do it. That and all the grease I put into the front end, I think we should be all set. You guys might remember we were heading down to Myrtle. I said I hit a pothole and I think some railroad tracks, and something in the front end hit. I smelled, burning rubber. Brian had the exact same thing happen, like the two same spots, right? So I was like, I didn't think anything of it. Heading home, it happened twice again. Big potholes both times. Only on the left side. Nothing ever hit on the right. And I was just like, oh, that's where I hit it, right? And then I went over speed bumps. Going on the base, there's a bunch of speed bumps. And took a little too fast. It happened twice then, two speed bumps in a row. You think I would have learned from the first one, but I didn't. So I'm looking at this left side wheel. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you what I'm seeing, and I think it's an easy enough fix, but it changes a couple ideas we had for the truck. So if you guys look from the side, right, that tire tucks up in there. But when it's actually the way the truck is on that wheel, it picks it up and it comes out a little bit. Not terribly. There's different spindles. I know Brian's got the React spindles on his truck, and that fixed it because he was having a hell of a time. I'm not having a hell of a time, but I got some evidence of some problems all the way around here. That's there, so you hit there. Not super happy about that, but it's only on this side. And if you notice, right, I touched him up and you can hardly see him, but if you look right angle, you see those scratches. This might have got just kissed and pushed in a little bit at one point in the game, because you can see it right here. It's touching just the end. You see the paint, right? The paint got taken off in this little divot here. So I think that'll fix it if I just pull this out a little bit, just a touch, and give a little tappity tap tap here. We should be good to go, because the rough country spindles don't pull it out. It just brings it straight up. I'm not trying to do it all apart again to tuck it. I just want to try to daily drive the truck, guys. And, I got to pull this apart anyways, because this dent right here is driving me bananas, So we got to look at that. Let's roll on over to the other side. Clearly I'm sitting down. You can probably hear my little stool. But over here, guys, this thing is me rubbing my finger here. It's never touched, ever. There's no cuts, there's no nothing, and no remnants of it. Is there? Oh, what's this? No. Nothing, that's just a little. I do got to do a little something right here, though. This guy's kind of sticking out like a little. So, well, no, it's just that's a shadow. We're good over here. I'm gonna take another. Yeah, that's all. There's no paint missing. That's fine. So, I think it's an easy enough fix, guys. But like I said, it changes a couple ideas I had for the truck. All right, guys, we're going to put some oil in this thing, because that's probably a solid plan after you drained all of it out. We got a little bit left from the last oil change because it takes 4.5 quarts. Got the 5-quart guy here, so we'll a little bit here, just so we don't waste nothing. That seems like way less than half a quart. It's gonna be fine. But while we're doing that, we're thinking, guys. I said it changes some ideas I had for the truck. And one of those ideas was thought about lowering a little bit more. Remember we were in Jacksonville? I mentioned if I just took a coil out of that front spring, it probably set it just right. I still believe that to be true. However, I don't know how that'll do for the drivability of the truck without changing the spindles to ones like I was mentioning Brian had. So with that all being said, we're going to leave it just the way it is because it's super drivable. I've been driving the hell out of this thing. And, yeah. Let's just do that. You guys see what I'm talking about? When you got that, the weight on it, kind of brings it out just enough that it can very easily, yeah, just a little bit. Maybe it's kind of, just a bit. There we go. There we go. It's probably fixed now, guys. But speaking of fixed, I should probably do something about this. This is getting considerably worse as this job goes on, guys. So, yeah. Yo, if you guys remember last summer, I got into that sumac, cleaning up the yard. It was on my eyes. It was on my hands. It was crazy. I thought I was being real careful this time. I had gloves on. Obviously, I had short sleeves on. That might have been a mistake. Didn't touch my face the whole time. So, we're improving. Speaking of improving, this guy should be all set. I'm thinking that I'm going to see if I can order the stock little brackets for the brake line, and I don't know why I went like it was here, but if not, some 8L clamps will work. Just got to get ones a little smaller than what I used on the back because they were a little too big. That's how sizes work. I don't know why I explained some things, but guys, we got the oil change. That's cool. Took care of that oil leak. Everything greased up. I put the jack in a tote in the back, the tote I carried the whole time because I got that bar there, keeps it right there. I got to figure out, I don't like the way, you know what, none of this actually matters. So I really was not planning on this taking that long, but we had to learn about our new grease gun. So we did that, and we'll get back after it and let's take this to work tomorrow. Everything should be legit. I was hoping to get to Chippy's car today and start a new video on that. Actually, finishing a video on it. But my arm is freaking itching and burning like a son of a bitch. So, Chip, I have not forgotten about you, dude. We've been working on it. I got parts I got to put on it. I'm going to come down here during the week, and hopefully that will be next week's video. God willing, and Poison Sumac aside. So, I don't know, guys. I mean, I think it's a pretty successful video. Checked out a little car show. Yeah, we learned about the car duster. Guys, we did a lot of stuff here. So, you know what they say. One of the coolest things in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. And this thing is going to be the coolest thing in the parking lot tomorrow. That, I guarantee you. And that's because we put in some work. Thanks for watching, guys.